Okay, perfect. So if we want to just jump right in, how long have you been a teacher and what topics and grade level do you teach?
Well, I started teaching in the late 80s, and mostly I teach at the university level, and I teach anything from theater to business to entertainment management to art.
Awesome. And how have you adapted to online learning?
I was fortunate to take most of my classes online and develop them along with UM Online uh, starting 3 years ago, and so this has been okay for me. I also teach art online for Central Texas College, and I've been doing that for 15 years. So I have some experience there.
Awesome. And how do you think online learning is impacting students' education at the University of Montana?
Well, it's uh, the pros and cons are, of course, that you can access all of this amazing content online. It's out there everywhere. That part's great. The downside is that the one-on-one interaction with a faculty member and a student as you try to figure things out, and a student with another student as you're all learning together and incorporating new ideas, that's pretty important to the university experience. And so missing that or not having that kind of face-to-face interaction is a big deal.
And what sort of resources have you been given to help you establish online curriculum to be the best that it can?
Oh, yeah. UM Online has a whole suite of services that they offer and have offered prior to this. And so everything from course design to pedagogy to content development, recording, editing, ADA compliance, which is a great big deal. All those things were already in place and being offered, which is wonderful. And then as we've gone forward uh, and we've come to this new normal, as it were, everybody is working together to make sure that faculty have a way to get online, understand what they're doing, and then get the training they need so that they can be successful. That's been great.
Yeah, and what resources are offered to students who are having a difficult time with learning online or are just having difficulties due to the pandemic in general?
Yeah, there are all kinds of help services that are out there, whether it is UM Online or help desks or student organizations that are designed specifically to help them out. That part is great. Curry is still operating in a very different capacity, but Curry is still available and can help students that are having problems with those with issues like feeling overwhelmed or stress or test anxiety or even technology anxiety. Then, of course, we're still, or I shouldn't say we're still, but we are now experiencing a whole new level of discussion about finances and financial aid. And so there are also financial options for students through the university or through the state. And so there's a lot of reaching out that's been done from the college, the departments, and then the university to try to help students get through that part.
Awesome. So you do feel like the school system's response to the virus has been appropriate?
I think the school is doing the best they can. There, it is a big thing to say we're going to fundamentally change the way we teach, and we're going to do that for a time period we don't know. And so I think the university has done a very good job of saying, here's the things we can anticipate, here's the things we can't anticipate as they pop up, and then let's try to control what we can and provide the help we need.
Yeah. And has the university done anything to ensure a successful year and a successful community once they are able to physically open back up?
Yeah, that part is, I think, a lot harder. You know, success is always a measure that we come up with on our own, and so nobody knows how long we're going to be down. But I think I shouldn't say down. Nobody knows how long we're going to be socially distanced, and discussions going on about that right now. But the university is working really hard. It seems I've seen communications from the provost, from the president, from marketing, from all kinds of folks saying, here's the things that we want to do, here's the things that we hope to do, here's the things that we will do once we know it's safe. And that's a big deal. I was just on a Zoom call into a class with Travis DeCure, the basketball coach, and he's great. And they were talking about how they're taking care of athletes and how they're getting ready for the next season and the things that they're doing that they can do socially distanced and safe. And it seems like everybody's working towards that outcome.
Awesome. Well, that's all the questions I had for you. Thank you so much for doing this interview.
It's my pleasure. Thanks. I hope this finds you pretty safe and happy.
Thanks. Well, have a good rest of your
Thanks,
day.
Laura.
Bye.
You too. Bye-bye.